Welcome to another FineScale Modeler New Product Rundown one-shot. I'm Aaron Skinner. Here today we're going to be talking about Zvezda's new 1:144 scale MC-21-300. This is a new Russian airliner. It first flew in 2017. It's been shown at a couple of big air trade shows in 2019. I don't think it's actually in service with any airlines yet, but they're marketing it that way. So let's take a look and see what the box looks like. Zvezda's been doing a really nice job with their airliners. I think they're some of the best on the market these days. I also like the way they do their boxes, but they can sometimes be a little tough to get out. They do the end opening box, but inside is a solid cardboard box with the like donut box lid, if you want to put it that way. So let's see here. Everything's in one big bag. Start with the fuselage. This is an airliner that I think is equivalent in size to like a 737 or an A320 family. Zvezda's but as always does the open windows. They've got a glass pieces for these, clear pieces for these, and for the windshield. You can see they do very, very fine panel lines, the door surrounds. You've got the little gutter drip guards above them, molded. The attachment points, really nice, crisp rudder lines there. Even hinges for the cargo doors. The wings, they have the lower wing in one piece with the belly of the aircraft. You've got openings for the gear doors. They've left off the rear of the wings. They're molded together with the one-piece upper wing, so you get really fine trailing edges. You can see where the lower wing would insert in here. There's even detail molded into the top of the gear bays there. But fine panel lines for the spoilers, marks under here, the leading edge slats and flaps, tracks for the engines and the flap actuator housings. You have the engines here. Looks like they've done the two-part fans so that you insert, this is the front part, and the rear part fits into it to give you separate fan blades, so you get the proper see-through effect for the engines. They have the bodies, the hot sections as separate pieces. You get one-piece intake rings, so you don't have to fill awkward parts there, and it looks like that this part that goes behind the ring back to the front of the fans is a separate piece, so that you get the proper diameter going back into the fans. Really nice, and nice thin trailing edges on those bypass sections for the engines. And we have the front and rear sections for the fairing for the wings. There's actually a cockpit here. A little insert there. I'm sure the seats are on here somewhere. There they are. Tiny little pilot seats. There's even a, looks like, is this the back wall? I'm going to flip this over, Tim. Yeah, there's a back wall for the cockpit there, so you get a little bit of detail. There's even a jump seat molded on there. And then you have the gear main wheels, which have detailed hubs. The main legs are really fine looking. The flap actuators, the little tail planes, which are two parts. The upper part and the lower part's an insert. Just really nice detail. Looks like the nose gear there. It does include, Zvezda's been doing this with some of their airliners, a little stand if you want to put it in flight. It's a nice thing to see. You don't see those very often in kits these days. Let's look at the clear parts. See if I can get them out of the bag. All right, there's the cabin window inserts and the windshield, which has the framing molded on. Looks pretty good. It looks like there's also a couple, I think these are probably wingtip lights or lights down the fuselage. I'll have to check the instructions to be sure about that. So let's take a look at the decals. They give you one marking option for the house colors for the airliner. The MC-21, so you get the fuselage things. There's even a belly marking, some stripes. They give you the red stripe. You'll have to paint the blue and the white in front and behind. The tail markings, wing walks, stencils for the engines, the cabin doors, all of that stuff. There's nice metallic for those cabin door surrounds. So that looks pretty sharp. Oops, there's a part running loose. Yeah. And Zvezda's instructions, these are always, this is only basically one sheet, so it's a fairly simple construction. But, you know, pretty straightforward. They give you little sub-assemblies as you go down. Really good looking airliner, and it's nice to see a kit coming up really quickly of a new one. They did this with the Sukhoi Superjet a few years ago also. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you the next time.